What is going on, everyone? Mets Talk with Hayden J here. I hope everyone is doing extremely well. We got a crazy game going on with the New York Mets. We just saw Javier Baez strike out, but currently it is 4-3 in the bottom of the ninth inning with one runner in scoring position in Luis Guillorme. So let's see what the New York Mets can get along here. So yeah, let's watch. Hopefully we get another walk-off reaction. Would have been the best time for Javier Baez to get something started. But you know what? Cookie crumbles like that. So we will have James McCann coming up, and we will be joined by the lovely Mets fan.
Oh,
So what are we thinking about this game so far?
oh, McCann just...
Uh-oh. Don't spoil it. Do not spoil it. I don't like spoilers. Come on, McKinnon. Don't be a bum. God damn it, McCann. Yeah, something. Jeez. So we saw, obviously, Javier Baez pitched extremely well. Javier Baez did, pretty solidly today in his debut, obviously. He hit a home run for his first of his career with the New York Mets. So that was really always great to see. So let's see. We have an 0-2 count to James McCann. The pitch, and that'll be off the plate for a 1-2 count to James McCann. Obviously, the Cincinnati Reds have Heath Hembree, not their usual closer. Amir Garrett is their usual closer, who does struggle. So, and then we have Edwin Diaz, obviously, in the bullpen, getting ready just in case somehow the Mets are able to, get a run, because a walk-off would win it, so they wouldn't need him if they have the lead. So we have McCann, who is 0-2 for the night, the pitch, and that'll be fouled off. So let's see. Hopefully the Mets can get something going here. 1-2 count for James McCann. We see Javi Baez is rocking in the dugout. He's looking pretty happy. Tonight would obviously be a good night for a Mets win. We saw the Phillies did lose today, so that would definitely be some nice leverage. He sets the pitch, and that'll be fouled off again. So we have James McCann, who's definitely putting up a fight. Definitely working the count for Heath Hembree, making him nervous. 18 pitches so far for Hembree. Obviously, Guillorme is on second, so that obviously gets rid of the double play. But this obviously would, just simply be a good game to win, obviously. Javier Baez gets his first home run as a Met. Sadly, Jonathan VR kind of had to ruin the hype on that train. But you know what? That's how things go in the Mets. That's how the Mets work. So we will see. Time is called by the umpire. Once again. What else is new? So this is the real question of the night. Is James McCann clutch? That's what I wonder. Is James McCann clutch? Let's see. So the pitch to McCann for the 18th. Pitch of the inning. And that'll be, just off the plate for a 2-2 count. We see McCann's working the count. So obviously, as everyone, yes, Chris Singel does have a very wide strike zone for the night. Obviously, some ejections and disliking from the Mets. But please, everyone, if you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we get a walk-off. And he swings at that for 2 outs. James McCann, you are terrible. Unlike other people, I look at offense from catchers. Damn. So the Mets are down to their final out. The question of the night is, can Dom Smith be the hero he is? So David Bell will be going to his bullpen. All right. So we have one out. Let's see if Dom Smith could be the hero of this game. Jack in the Box, you're not watching. Yeah, so currently we started off this inning with 0 outs and a runner on first, which was Jeff McNeil. He got a walk. And then simply enough, following that, a wild pitch advanced Gourmet, who was the pitch runner to second base. And then obviously James McCann just struck out for the second out of the inning. And then Mets are hoping to try to advance Guillorme to third or simply enough to try to score for the tying run. And Dominic Smith will be up at the dish if he can get something done. Homer would win it. Base hit would tie it. Guillorme has some speed on the base pass, not crazy, but it's better than Jeff McNeil running, who obviously is coming back from a leg injury. So we will have Dom Smith coming up, and then obviously Kevin Pillar, and then following in the hole would be Brandon Drury. So hopefully the Mets can get something going tonight. Obviously, it would probably be the best time too, because like we said, the Phillies lost today, so you would like to gain some leverage in terms of this game. So this is just something the Mets. I mean, now you get the opportunity to face a right-handed pitcher. I think we lost Mets fan. Now you get the awesome opportunity to face a right-handed pitcher, and you screw up. It's just yeah, like Bill said, the last two batters swinging at every single pitch they get. I mean, McCann was working those. He was taking good at bats. I'll give him that. He did swing at a couple pitches that were a ball. And found them off. So let's see. We got Sean Doolittle up, and my favorite expression is the Mets do. Sean Doolittle doesn't do. So pretty much Sean Doolittle does a little against the Mets. So hopefully, let's see if the Mets could walk it off here. That would be an awesome time to get a nice walk off or tie the game, like we said. A base hit would tie it, a home run, or hopefully anything else. Let's see what this team can get really through. From Aaron, even though you are a Mets fan, it sucks that Votto's home run streak will all likely over. Yeah, no, I agree, Aaron. Pretty much to say it would have been nice. That ball was probably a foot from leaving the park. If this was Great American Ballpark, that probably would have left the ballpark. I'll agree with you. I just like baseball in general. Obviously, I'm a Mets fan, but I love to see history. It would have been nice to see, Joey Votto, who I definitely think is a secret Hall of Famer, make those type of moves and events. So the first pitch to Dom will be a swing and a strike. Yeesh. Not a good pitch for Dom Smith to swing at. But please, everyone, if you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already. So we have Sean Doolittle, who has a nice history when it came to the Mets, and that is fouled off by Dom. Would have been a strike anyways. And the Mets are down to their final strike. This is just the most typical Mets game you could really say. I mean, you get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and this is what you do. I mean, this is just terrible. So, obviously, I mean, both Sean Doolittle and Dom Smith are probably very anxious right now. Doolittle is trying to keep the save, and Dom Smith is trying to keep the ball game alive. And Doolittle sets the pitch, and that is a ball. So you have a 1-2 count to Dom Smith. The Mets are down to their last strike. And then we have Kevin Pillar, who is 0 for 3 up on the deck for the Mets. He sets the pitch, and that is fouled off. All right, that would have been a nice ball, but you know what? Mets like to swing at everything, simply enough to say. So we'll see. Obviously, not the best day for the Mets offense, obviously, as of right now. 3 runs, 4 hits. So Doolittle sets the pitch, and that'll be fouled off again. So that are 2 balls that were fouled off. So this technically could have been a 3-1 count. You know, I don't know what Dom's doing. Those are 2 pitches that are up and in at the strike zone, and you swing at that. Could have been a 3-1 count. So as I'm going to say it again, the Mets are down to their final strike. Dom Smith is swinging the bat, but, you know, you want to put the ball in play, not in the stands. And Dom hits that, and that is a base hit! That is a base hit! Guillorme will go in! He scores! Guillorme scores to tie the game! Let's go! Let's go! Guillorme scores! Let's go, Dominic Smith! Let's go! Holy moly! Dominic Smith comes in with the base hit to tie the game. Let's go. With 1 strike, Dom pulled that. He pulled it. That was way out of the strike zone. He pulled that. Let's go. And then obviously Akiyama knows. So now we got Kevin Pillar up at the dish. Let's see what can get going here. Obviously, great speed on the base pass for Guillorme. He knew that. It was hit. You have to run on it. It's 2 outs, and he scores. Dominic Smith is the hero so far for this game. I don't want to jinx it because you never know what could happen. Obviously, the Mets can still Mets up in, the next inning. So let's see what can get going. But please, everyone, if you are not already, subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, all that great stuff. Devin, VR messed everything up pretty much. Even though the Mets are prone to choking, I'm really confident they'll win the division. Yeah, I feel that. Like I said, I don't want to win because of our, of other teams' failures. I want to win because we're successful. I want to win because the Mets can go out there and win ball games, not because the Phillies, the Braves, the Marlins, and the Nationals lose. That's not a championship. Yeah, you can pull that. Oh, but the Cardinals in, 06 only 183. Cool. It's a different time now. I want the Mets to win. They have the opportunities. And, that is strike 3 for Pilar to take him out. So let's see. Yeesh. Edwin Diaz is coming in for a non-save situation. We all know how Diaz is for that. At least he isn't going down without a fight. Yeah, I mean, Votto put on a great performance today, and you never know. We're going into extra innings, so Votto definitely has the opportunity to get some stuff going. But we have 13 people in the chat. Please, everyone, if you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe for the channel. This is a very interesting request. I question if I should say this because I don't know if it means something weird. Extra innings. Yeah, Aaron, this will be very interesting. We're gonna have to see what can go on with the Mets. So we will have, so obviously we'll have Edwin Diaz come in to face Jesse Winker, Kyle Farmer, and Joey Votto. So let's see what the Mets can get rolling. Definitely a crazy game overall today, no doubt about it. 37-year-old chaser. I've been a Mets fan since '84. The sun will rise tomorrow. You know what, Christopher? That is true. I definitely see that. You've been a Mets fan much longer than I've been alive. I was born in '02, so you probably know more about the Mets than I probably do. But Yes, me. You've probably been through difficult times. I mean, you're probably too young in '86. Probably the same for '88, but I'm sure you probably remember '99 and 100 quite well. So, see what this Mets team can get going here. Hopefully, they can get some stuff rolling. It'd be the best time, obviously, to get a win today. The Phillies lost. The Braves are winning, so you would like to get a game to move up in the standings. So Sean Doolittle, who does a little against the Mets, strikes again. Still the same person. So he looks upset, but the trumpets are rolling. You hear the trumpets rolling. We got Nito behind the plate now for Edwin Diaz. But we got 16 people in the chat. LFGM, everyone. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that like button. Oh, shit. Oh, whoops. My phone's broken. And I don't really follow the NBA. We have Jesse Winker coming up to see what is going on. In a 60-game season, every team will have these type of games. Yeah, I mean, the Mets have had those in 2019. They had them in 2020, and this would be the nice time to get something going. So obviously, right now would probably be the best time. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And we have a 2-0 count so far to Jesse Winker. But you never like to see Edwin Diaz go out there and have a ratio of a count with 0 strikes. That's one thing any relief pitcher doesn't want to see, but especially Diaz, who is very well known for that. And it is a non-save situation, so we'll see how this treats Diaz. And that is ripped. 2-1. So obviously the Mets are definitely using up quite a bit of their pitching. But yeah, I mean, pretty much what Gary and them are saying, it's completely true. I mean, last strike of the game, all you needed was a strikeout, and that gets away for India to advance to third. Fuck. Damn it, Diaz. That is something you don't like to do. So that is a wild pitch for Edwin Diaz in the dirt. Nito cannot get down on it. And Jonathan India, who is very well known for his speed, will advance to third. So if you thought having a runner at second base with no outs was worse, and now you have Edwin Diaz who comes in to walk. So I mean, do you now the question is, I don't know if they're talking about this, do you go for the double play? Yeah, that's the real question is, do you go for the double play and give up a run and you start off with second? But we know how the Mets are with runners in scoring position. I don't know. Well, they're Gary and Ron and all of them are talking about, Gary and Keith, I should say, are talking about that. You could turn a double play here and give up a run. It's not the end of the world, but we all know how the Mets are with runners in scoring position. Uh-oh. Is MLB going to do away with his runner scoring? Yeah, honestly, well, at first it was that they didn't want the games to go on long because, the you know what. But now, I mean, that really I don't know. So I don't think it's going to occur next year. I was surprised that they had it even after the All-Star game. I thought it was just going to be for the first half. But obviously, no one likes this rule. It's silly. I mean, if you're getting into like the 15th inning or the 20th inning, yeah, I'm all for it. But I mean, going into the 10th, I think that's a little silly because all you need is, a 2-sack flies and, that's it, or a bunt and it's cheesy. And obviously, it doesn't mess with any of their ERA stats, but still. But we got 20 people in the chat. This is probably a high. So if you are new to the channel, please feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, all that great stuff. All right. So Diaz has an 0-2 count. Who knows? Maybe they don't need to score a run here. Maybe you could try and strike someone out. Get something going here. We have a Mets fan and we have a Reds fan. Hey, listen, baseball's baseball. Whatever your team is, I respect it. I respect all fan bases. And that'll be a strike 3. Diaz will strike out Farmer for 1 out. Double play is possible here. But yeah, definitely great night for the Reds, though. Joey Votto, unfortunately, I don't want to jinx it, but Joey Votto was not able to, as of right now, knock on wood, right now, he was not able to keep that 8-game home run streak. Obviously, if this game was at Great American Ballpark, that obviously would have been a home run, but he's at Citi Field. So we will see. Go Reds. Yes. With Lindor, will it be by? Yeah, hold on. I'll get to the comments in between innings. All right. So we have an 0-1 count. Let's see. Oh, and that will be a ball. So we have a 1-1 count to Joey Votto. Please, everyone, if you are new to the channel, please feel free, hit this like button, subscribe to the channel for more great New York Mets and baseball content overall. If you're an A's fan, Rangers fan, Reds fan, I respect it all. So let's see what Diaz can get with the 1-1 count, and he will chop that as a foul ball for a 1-2 count to Joey Votto. So let's see if the Mets can get rolling here. The crowd looks pretty happy at Citi Field, chanting "Let's go Mets," and I have to agree with that. But please, everyone, we have 18 people in the chat. If you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, and he struck out Votto on a 1-2 count. Diaz strikes out Votto. So as of right now, Votto, unfortunately, and I'll say unfortunately because I like Votto. He's a great ball player. I think he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. Will not get the 8-game home run. So we have one more for Diaz. Can Diaz get out of this? Can Diaz get out of runners on the corners with 0 outs? Let's see. The streak is over, Ice Cube. Uh-oh, I hope not. Oh, for Joey Votto, yeah. You never know. But we got 20 people in the chat. LFGM, please, if you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more great New York Mets and baseball content. So we have Tyler Naquin, who is pitch hitting, obviously. And that'll be a strike. I appreciate it, Christopher. Yeah, no, everyone says I talk very well. I talk very fast, too. If you guys go to my past streams, I just jibber-jabber and talk very quickly. We got 20 people in the chat. Once again, we're fluctuating through that. But please give this video a like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And that'll be lifted. That'll be fouled. So let's see. Obviously, you got to be careful here. You don't want to throw a ball in the dirt because you have a speedy Jonathan India on third base who could easily score quickly. Yes, the streak sadly is over for Votto. So 0-2 count to Tyler Naquin. Can Diaz get out of the jam? That's my question. Oh, just outside, but 100 miles per hour on the board for Diaz. Yeesh. 100 miles per hour. One, two. Fouled that off. Diaz is touching high. He's touching 100 miles per hour. That's what I like to see. What I like to see. Yes, 21 people in the chat. Let's go. So let's see if the Mets can get something rolling here. Can Diaz get out of it? Just inside for a 2-2 count. Diaz velocity's up there. I think that's 3 straight pitches over 100. But please, everyone, give this video a like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. So 2-2, the pitch. That'll be hit, and that'll be hit perfectly to the center fielder, Pilar. Diaz is pumped. Let's go. Let's go. We got out of it. Edwin Diaz comes in a non-save situation and gets out of it. Let's see if the Mets could walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. Let's go, Mets. Let's get it. Let's go. So let's freaking go. I'll read some of the chat. I know there were a couple questions and comments. So pretty much to answer MLB Take Line's question, with Lindor, will it be Baez at second and McNeil at third or the other way around? Well, they haven't really expressed that yet. My biggest concern with that overall is that Jeff McNeil is a second baseman at his best. He's played it in the minor leagues. He feels the most comfortable on the right side of the field in just in terms of him mentally and just seeing the ball come off the bat. And Jeff McNeil at third base, he struggles. Defensively, obviously. Jeff McNeil's at a point now where he is hot with the bat and hot with the glove. I want to give Jeff McNeil whatever makes him happy. I don't want to move him at third base, and he doesn't like it there, and that affects him mentally with his bat and his offense. I say leave him at second. I'm fine with the Lindor, McNeil to Alonso double play, and then I'm thinking Baez, move him over to third base. I mean, having Baez and, Lindor on the same side of the infield is just crazy to see. And then you have McNeil and Alonso on the other side, which is all right. McNeil's pretty good. Not so much. Alonso could have some nice pickup plays. But, yeah, that'll definitely be something. So, yeah. Honestly, I'm going to be taking line. I hope it's not that. I hope Baez can go to third because I like McNeil at second. Yeah, sadly, Joey Votto's home run streak is likely over. Herman Marquez hit a home run, really, for the Rockies? Damn. I saw they're playing the Padres, so that's interesting. Let's go, absolutely. I appreciate it, Christopher. I always appreciate it. Yes, I have the big hat collection. McNeil might be my favorite player. Yeah, McNeil's probably mine. Maybe with the exclusion of Alonso. LFGM. So let's see. We have Luis Sessa coming in for the Reds. I couldn't tell you a thing about him. And he will face Brandon Drury, Tomas Nido, and Jonathan VR with, I want to say it's Kevin Pillar on second base because they usually do. Whoever may be out prior will be on second base. So base hit here would likely win it. Pillar doesn't have – Pillar's pretty good in the base pass. We'll just say that. So let's see what the Mets can get rolling here, boys. So let's try to win this game. Let's try to win this game. So like I predicted, obviously, Kevin Pillar will be at second base as the winning run. So Brandon Drury, who has been very hot with the bat, is up. And that'll be a ball one. Slider to Drury for a 1-0 count. So Diaz looks happy in the dugout. Obviously, if we do go into the 11th, you obviously aren't going to put Diaz out there again. So you Mets are going to have to figure that out. Hopefully they could end it here. And he chops that one for a 1-1 count. We have Tomas Nido obviously on deck. So morale, the crowd looks pretty good. I love this chemistry and energy that we got going on at Citi Field. We all know how much I say that. But tonight seems good. I mean, tonight would be a great night for a walk-off. Sets. The pitch is right down the middle for a strike, for a 1-2 count to Brandon Drury. Sessa was actually pretty solid, underrated for the Yankees. Low 3 ERA since 2020. Just got traded. Interesting. I was going to say that last name sounded pretty familiar, so that makes sense. I was going to say Sessa isn't really the most common last name, so. Oh, he pulls that. That's a base hit. He's going home. He's going home. He's safe. Brandon Drury wins it. Brandon Drury walks it off. A walk-off opposite field single. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Brandon Drury. Let's go. Rip off the jersey. Let's go. Let's go, Mets. Wow. Isn't that awesome? Isn't this awesome? Let's go, Mets! The Mets are down by 1. They tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. Dom Smith, 1 strike for the Mets to lose, ties it with a base hit. Brandon Drury comes in extra innings, hits an opposite field single to walk it off. Let's go, Mets. Wow. Let's go. Brandon Drury hits that, as they were saying, out of the strike zone, down. Yeah, definitely out of the strike zone, no doubt. That was a great pull by Brandon Drury. Brandon Drury's been looking awesome with the bat. Awesome with the bat. Jeez. Alonso walk-off? Well, sadly, no. Drury is our future first baseman. I like that. Let it out, man. Let him out. Let's go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Brandon Drury with his first walk-off. Let's go. The Mets rally to beat the Reds, as I'm going to repeat it. He gets his jersey ripped off by Dom Smith, Alonso, McNeil. Diaz looks happy. I think that's Jeremy Hefner out there on the fun. Let's go. We needed that. Yeah, you guys are right. We really needed that. Javi Baez is being interviewed for some weird reason. I mean, interview the guy who won you. Oh, I guess he kind of won us the game. Great first game for Javier Baez for his 23rd home run of the year. So Javier Baez is getting interviewed by Steve Gelbs. That's awesome. Let's go Mets, everyone. Let's go Mets. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. We are going to call it a night. But please, everyone, if you can, give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more great New York Mets content. Please feel free, drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you will never miss any of these streams. I think we have probably done quite a bit of these walk-off streams. And we have been, I think, like 5-0, 5-1 on them. So pretty much whenever I go live in extra innings, means something good. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Awesome stream. Thank you for everyone for tuning in. Till next time, baseball fans. See ya.